Did you know that Alaska's state animal is not the bear? It's not the salmon. It is actually the moose. And today we're exploring one of Alaska's dog parks in Anchorage. Although it looks like a beautiful wooded woods, it's actually a dog park. It's mostly fenced in. And here we are with Rapha, and we're about to see a moose. Get ready. And there it is. This is an off-leash park, which means there are times where the moose show up out of nowhere. And although you can't hear it in the video, I am whistling to Rapha, letting him know to come to me. But I'm also keeping my distance because sometimes leaving it be is the best thing to do. And here you can see on this tree that the moose has chewed on it. This is one of the things that moose do. They like chewing and chomping on the barks of trees. Some of it is like candy for them, and some of it is like nutrients or vitamins. And sometimes you don't see the moose, you just see these little markings letting you know that they were here. And other times you see the moose right in front of you. Sometimes you see them from far away. Sometimes you see them suddenly. Sometimes they're by themselves. Other times they're with their babies. They're different sizes. They can be up to 1,500 pounds, maybe more. And here, both the moose and Rapha are busy with their own things. They're not really noticing each other. And so I'm taking a photo, taking a video, and letting Rapha know to come to me while also staying far enough away not to make too much of a big deal. Here, Rapha has come close to me. The moose is still off in the distance. And I'm definitely enjoying the view. When a moose is with her calves, with her babies, she will sometimes be a bit more aggressive or a lot more aggressive. But when they're by themselves, they're often minding their own business, doing moose things. You can see the lighting here is different. I don't know if it's the same day or a different day. I tend to take a lot of videos in these beautiful parks. And you can tell that there's just so much for Rapha, the dog, to explore and roam around. They do say that everything is bigger in Alaska, and I must say that for dog parks, that is certainly the case. Wherever we've been in Alaska and visited the dog parks, they are big. They're usually wooded. There are little mountains and hills. This dog park has a lake as well. And as you can see, in spring, everything goes from brown to bright, bright green. And every day continues to show changes in the fauna. I'm including this video to show you the nighttime because this here is past 11 p.m. and we're just getting sunset. This is end of May, and as we get closer to June, midnight will still be light in the sky. And that's a fun perk about living in Alaska. We're back in the park. And now I'm focusing the camera on all these beautiful shades of green, purple, brown, and whatever other colors you might find yourself noticing. Although I've lived in many places and seen spring happen all around me, there's something special about experiencing it in Alaska. Everything was frozen, brown when it started defrosting, and now we've got green. Rapha is definitely enjoying it. And wherever we go, you can see I'm carrying some bear spray. You never know when bears might emerge. And it's good to know that there's something to use. A lot of people use air horns as well to scare a bear away, because for the most part, bears don't want to harm you. They like to be left alone, but it's just in case you surprise them or they surprise you, to let them know, let's keep our distance. Once again, we see some markings, moose markings, up on the trees. And beyond it, all that greenery. Zooming in on the leaves, the details are spectacular. A lot of these trees will bear flowers and berries as the season continues. But for now, it's buds and green everywhere. And the brown is still very apparent as well. Although as the season goes on, I am told there will be a lot more color, a lot more green, and a lot less brown. And of course, the evergreens continue throughout the summer as well. Looking down at the ground, the grass and weeds are unique, at least to me, and so meticulous and beautiful in their detail. While the dogs romp around, I find a lot of joy in looking at the diversity of the fauna around me. And I find that capturing it on film, photos, or videos gives me a unique perspective, zooming in and noticing things that might seem simple and everyday. Like this kind of grass, I grew up with it in my front lawn, but somehow seeing it out here, zoomed up close, just makes it more special. The mixtures of grass and weeds are also beautiful to see. They seem random, but somehow I think they're not. They all seem to know where they belong. And although this is a video, I can let you know that the other senses are very enticed here in this park as well. As the season goes on, different smells come through. Different flowers give off different scents. And all in all, it just feels and smells and looks like summer is fast approaching. There's more sunlight, there's more greenery. Jackets are coming off. Everything feels more alive in a different way than winter does. And once again, on this day, we see a moose from far away. There are times where I'll put Rapha on a leash so that he can more easily stay close to me when a moose is nearby, especially if he's in a very excited mood. He's really good about that and listens well. A little more greenery, because who can resist? The way these feel are so supremely soft. And as the days and weeks go on, they will toughen up. But as they've just sprouted, it's almost like touching snow. And a lot of little bugs and insects find their home in the little crevices as well. Of course, looking down at the ground, there's a whole ecosystem that looks almost like the brains of the forest. Down and all the way up from Alaska, USA.